So if I have my hands neutral, thumbs pointing up, and I put the outside of my hands, my pinky fingers, on the ground here, and I just straighten my elbows with my forearms in a neutral position, as if my arms are just hanging down at my sides with Earth's vertical gravity pull. Okay, doesn't quite work when you're sitting down. There's nowhere for your hands to go. But standing upright, the neutral is just the thumbs pointing straight forward. Okay, and there's always a neutral position to the entire body and all of its functioning. That's how we stabilize, that's how we mechanically operate as a human being. Even opposing musculature stabilizes us in the neutral by pulling on either side of the neutral. So, neutral, thumbs pointing straight up here, the outside of my hands on the ground. This video is titled the 4th of August 2026 under In The Image Clothing Company's main site here. External rotation of the forearm rounds the shoulder. Well, with them neutral first, the forearms, pointing up with the thumbs, the outside of my hands on the ground, just the outside of my pinky fingers here. If I just straighten my elbows all the way, my elbows just straighten straight forward, okay? I'm actually going to do it like this with my hands at an even shoulder distance apart because the hand is the shoulder, okay? It's all one straight line. When we straighten the elbow between the hand and the shoulder, it's all just a line of bones that will all do the exact same thing. The hand is the shoulder, okay? So let's put the hands at shoulder width apart, the outside of the pinky fingers on the ground here, the thumbs pointing up in a neutral position. When we straighten the elbows just straighten straight forward neutral. If I externally rotate my forearms by rotating my thumbs outward, pivoting the radius over and out side of the ulna, okay, the two bones in the forearm, rotating outward or external rotation. Now when I straighten my elbows want to go out. If I come back to the neutral on the forearms, the thumbs pointing up, and I rotate the forearms internally, bringing the thumbs in toward the center of the body, rotating the radius inside and over the ulna, the two bones in the forearm, okay? Now when I straighten my elbows in internal rotation at the forearms, my elbows want to come in toward the center line of my body. Neutral, the elbows straighten straight. Externally, the elbows straighten out away from the body. And internal rotation, the elbows straighten in toward the center of the body. Let's show this with just one arm so you can see what's happening here. Neutral at the forearm, the elbow straightens straight. Internal rotation, the elbow straightens inside toward the center of the body. And external rotation, the elbow straightens out away from the body, okay? Because we literally have two bones rolling over each other in each forearm. There is only one way the human body could ever physically, possibly, mechanically operate. If we straighten a joint where we've got two bones joining into one bone, the two bones in the forearm, the radius and ulna, that have these rotations, internal or external, they join into the elbow joint, which is the one bone of the upper arm, the humerus. So the upper arm bone comes down, just one bone, and it meets into two bones in the forearm. And where these two bones in the forearm come and meet to just one bone in the upper arm, they just have to be able to move. And they're either going to move neutral. Let me say this video's title. Shoot. The sun's coming. The shade is moving. The 4th of August, 2026, under In The Image Clothing Company's main site. I don't want the device to overheat, is the point, and not save the video again, like has happened many, many times. This video's title, under In The Image Clothing Company's main site here. Gosh, I'm not gonna finish it here. I'm not playing around, documenting pieces of permanent truth. I'm not going to have the device overheat and ruin the documentation because I'm not willing to move the camera mid-video. The point is I am entirely willing to move the camera mid-video. I don't care. It's about the permanent documentation of truth. So, two bones in the forearm meeting into one bone in the upper arm, they only join into it how they do. It's just the shape and length the bones grow by themselves into. And so what'll happen is, if we straighten the bones in a neutral position, everything will stay neutral and in line. But if we rotate two bones over each other in the forearm, inward, now when we straighten the two bones, they just can't hit each other, and so they'll move off to one side. Inside toward the body with the elbow, if we are internally rotated at the forearm. Okay? Internally rotated, the bones just have to clear each other. So they can only move one direction, the direction that they're twisting over each other. Internal rotation, okay? Neutral is neutral. Internal rotation comes in toward the center of the body. But this video's title, on the 4th of August, 2026, under In The Image Clothing Company's main site here, truth is truth. There's only one way the human body could ever work. That's not the title of this video, but that's the truth. And we know it deep under In The Image Clothing Company. I don't care who thinks they know what's going on. It doesn't matter if I did. Truth is truth. It's apart from all of us. There's so much false information out there on how you could get your body to do something that's physically impossible to do. Besides just what it can do, determined by the shape and length of the bones that grow by themselves in this universal human design. But this video's title is External Rotation of the Forearm Rounds the Shoulder. Okay? So, because here's the thing. From the neutral here in the forearms, on the 4th of August, 2026, under In The Image Clothing Company's main site here, it's about the documentation. I'll be doing this the rest of my entire lifetime. Truth is truth. It's not my choice. It's not my choice. I couldn't take credit for it, but this is what we do here, and we know how to do it thoroughly and well. Neutral at the forearms, you're going to straighten your elbows neutral. If we externally rotate the forearms, the two bones, the radius and ulna, now when we straighten the elbow, it has to go out, away from the body, because we just have two bones rolling over each other, and if they move, they have to move without physically hitting into each other. So they go out, away from the body. When the forearm's in external rotation, and we straighten the elbow. When the forearm's neutral, we straighten the elbows, they straighten neutral straight forward. When the forearm's internally rotated and we straighten the elbows, they straighten in toward the center of the body. We just literally have two bones rolling over each other. No workout routine will ever get your body to do anything besides the shape and length of your bones that grow by themselves within this universal human design. There's only one way the human body could ever possibly physically, mechanically operate.